Hi.
Yo,
Hi, how are you?
Jason, what's going on? We're here.
I was looking for you. I thought maybe you
We've
guys
been here.
are
I
you
was like, here.
you know what? There's so many comments I didn't see you guys and then I was looking in the queue and I didn't find you. How are you?
Man, we
Good.
are great.
That's because you blowing up. You had too many people on there.
Oh no, no. Listen, okay, first of all, I'm a fan of CBD.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't smoke marijuana and then no shade to anybody that does. I don't smoke marijuana. But back when COVID first started, I started getting really stressed and people were like, yo, you should try CBD. I'm like, what is this oil gonna do to relieve stress? And it actually worked.
Yo,
Yes.
it's a lifesaver. It really is. Especially when, like you said, everything was going on last year. That definitely kept me sane because I'm trying to get out the house every
Oh
second.
my God. He was on lockdown, stir crazy.
It's crazy because, to see, first of all, it's good meeting black people that are in CBD because the people that were putting me onto it didn't look like us. And I always find it interesting when we all find our own lane that, that maybe people may not think that we would do. And for
Right.
people that don't know CBD, talk to them about it. And then I got to get into this vegan thing because I just don't understand black people being vegan or having vegan stuff.
It's such a vibe out here in Atlanta, man.
Yeah.
Vegan is huge out here.
Yeah.
People are just on the healthy eating and living. I mean, it's just a trend. And maybe it's just education, but
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely works.
Yeah, I think it's really about people wanting to, protect their bodies and do the little things they can do, to be healthy and prevent illness.
Okay, so you're Jason and your name is Ayo?
Ayo.
Ayo, okay, and you both are doctors?
She's the
So
doctor.
I'm a doctor and he's got the master's in education.
Well, you guys are both far more educated than me, but it's good to see, black. Okay, so you both are married.
Yeah, we're both married.
And in business together.
Yes. A few times.
Yeah, this isn't even our first business.
in the middle of a pandemic where you can't go outside.
Correct. With 2 kids.
With 2 babies. We got a 2 and a 3-year-old. Cute as a whip, but they 12 months apart, so they're basically twins. So
that's a reality show waiting to happen. Okay, so
oh my God.
So why CBD? Out of everything you could have done, why CBD?
Well, honestly, I'll say so. Ayo had been talking with some of her friends because she usually has a med school dinner with, some of the girls you went to med school with. And one of the girls had been in the field, and so we had thought about it. And I went to college in Montana, and a guy I knew, he was growing cannabis, and he wanted to get out the cannabis and get more into the hemp side. So I was like, okay, so it was a perfect storm of good stuff. So we had them come to town, and next thing you know, my kid had hand, foot, and mouth, and what he had
he was like teething. Yeah, he was teething, and he was crying all night. We were giving him all these drugs, trying to stop his fever, and the farm guy's like, put this CBD in his mouth. He just like pulls some random CBD out of his pocket. It wasn't labeled, nothing. Just was like, give it to him. And I was like, but by like the 6th hour, I was like, I'm giving it to him. We put it on his gums. Yo, he was asking for food.
About 25 minutes later, like his fever decreased, his mood changed, he started eating. And mind you, he had a fever for like,
like 2 days.
Yeah, it was like 100 degree, 100 and something degree fever. So it worked, and everybody was looking like, what just happened?
Yeah. My mom was like judging me at first. She was like, you gonna give it to the baby? I was like, I'm willing to try anything. So that just like really kicked it off. Like, we got something here.
Wait, so you started the company Hempoholic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now for somebody like me and maybe somebody else that doesn't know, what is hemp?
Okay, let's break it down for them.
Yeah, we gotta break it down.
Okay.
It's hemp, CBD.
So like there's the plant, the cannabis plant. But out of that, you could get hemp or marijuana, right? So they can both come out of that. So the hemp side, you can get CBD, and the marijuana side, you can get CBD. But only the hemp side is legal in the United States. So we had to go hemp side.
And so with hemp is usually, it's less than 3% of THC. So you cannot get, it's not psychoactive. You can't get high off CBD. And that's hence why they kind of passed it, because you can't get high, but you get all the health benefits of the plant.
Yeah.
Well, is the THC, the small dose of THC and the CBD, is that what makes you feel is that the calming factor? Or?
No, CBD itself calms you. So like we have products where they've actually taken all the THC out, even the little bit, and it still gives you that anxiety relief, that stress, that mood kind of uplift. And that's just the CBD part. You know, the THC, you know, if you do like a full spectrum, we have a product with a full spectrum, and that can give you an extra little kick, but CBD itself still does that.
But how did you go from, okay, my child tried CBD and it helped, to like full all out in educated on it, excited?
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like I can feel your energy through the phone, and I know that like you should never do a business that you're not passionate about, and I can feel that.
Right.
How did you go from we tried it to now I'm passionate about it?
Well, you know, I was always curious about it. I mean, I played college football, and I always wanted an alternative to, like, because, you know, you head busting, you hitting people on the field, going head, you know, head on head, and, you know, you don't want to take painkillers your whole life. So, you know, the cannabis kind of was something we did in the pastime. Now, this was just, I mean, once we created this, or once we found out about it, it was kind of like a no-brainer. And then found out the effects of it. It was like, let's do our research, see what really happens with this thing. Is this thing really effective? And kind of we ran with it.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, as a psychiatrist, I already knew like about the endocannabinoid system and how CBD works and how THC works legally, you know. So it wasn't like we didn't know, but the business side is what we had to learn. You know, like, where can we get in? Where can we get it? Like, we literally bought a farm. You know, we hired some farmers. Like, we went jump in. But
saying, like, how do you go from like, let's get a baby some CBD to go buy a farm?
This one, he was already in real estate. He like flipped houses. We own property, so he was willing to say, hey, let's buy this farm, because regardless, it's going to be worth more, right? So even if we do nothing with the farm, real estate wise, it'll be a profit, right? Because I'm sitting here like, can we do some more, you know? So he was going to real estate invest in the farm regardless. So we just took it to the next level.
Okay, so now, Jason, your background, you have a master's in education?
Yeah, that's correct.
So is that where the CBD education program came from that you all do?
No, that actually just came from being in the field, learning, educating, and basically we've created we've launched a course to basically give other people education about CBD, and even for those who want to start businesses, because honestly, there's not enough education out there. So the course, wait till it comes out. The course is dope.
It's so
you're gonna love that.
It's just us talking shit, like going off about everything. Oh, excuse me.
Hollywood Unlocked, you can say shit.
Okay, I'm like, we arguing, like we talking like a married couple, but just telling people the real game, right? There's not enough minorities in this field. There's not enough small businesses in this field, right? Like, they kind of kept us out of it for so long. There's been businesses around for 10, 20 years, and we didn't know. So once we got out there, we had a physical store in a mall here in Atlanta, and people didn't know anything. They're like, how are y'all selling weed in the mall? Right. You know, they let y'all sell weed. We were giving out samples.
You have this doctor and this master's and pushers in the mall. We're
like, they will not let us sell weed in the mall. Clearly something's different, but we would give samples and people would be scared to try it. So we recognized, like, especially minority communities, there was a huge gap there. So I think the store really helped us figure out, like, we need to educate on a mass level, not just the people who roll in the store.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. I recently did, when I talk about COVID, you know, prior to, like, when the pandemic first happened, I really got into gut health with sea moss and vitamins.
Oh, yeah.
Getting healthier, but also surrounding myself by positive energy and using CBD to kind of stress. And I feel like now recently I caught COVID and beat COVID and didn't have really any symptoms. I chose a more natural herbal process of healing. Right. I ain't gonna get into what that is because I don't want the people showing up in my.
Oh, I'm like, they gonna come for you, bro. They gonna come for you.
The spicy CBD.
But I learned, like, our bodies are, you know, like, I think the more organic, natural stuff is what people, especially people of color, should try.
Right.
Just try it and just try it. I mean, I wasn't even educated on CBD and still probably not the most educated, but I know once I tried it, it curbed my stress.
Right.
It definitely does.
Yeah, and it's so strange. It works really quickly. Like, literally in the mall, we would give people a sample and be like, bye, you'll be back. You're going to go to the food court. You're going to turn around. And people came back. Our topical. So
our kid, he bumped his head. He's like 2 years old, had a little knot on his head. 25, 30 minutes later, we put our topical in there. We have a secret component inside, which we can't tell you. But we put it on, and it went down within 25 minutes. Yeah. Like his bump did.
Like, even the topical part works fast. The stress relief topical. I mean, your body is craving it. It's a system that was there before these products. So it's ready to get tapped into.
I think that was the other thing that's interesting about CBD too, is that it's safe for children, like families.
It is definitely safe.
Yeah.
So especially you have to use ice. Well, isolate doesn't have any THC. So isolate, that's kind of what we use with a lot of our products. Basically, where it's more, they break the plant down into more of a grain, and then they extract the THC out of it, and you basically are getting all CBD. And so you're basically getting all the health effects of the plant without the THC in it. Right. And so that makes it, I mean, it's all safe for kids, but that makes it really no THC.
The people who ain't trying to, you know, get a little something in the kids' system. It's actually FDA approved for seizures for kids. That's the only real indication. So, like, it's actually approved and studied for children for seizures. So they know it's safe for kids.
Wait, so now, okay, you're in the house during the pandemic. You got 2 kids. You're together all the time. You're working together and living. Does everybody in the house just take a CBD bath to not
pretty much
out?
Pretty much.
Yo, the CBD massage is unreal.
Yeah,
we gotta get a CBD
we use
massage.
it on our skin. That's how we came out with the gummies. We need something quick. Just pop these gummies. We just dropped gummies because we're like, okay, people want something on the go. They don't necessarily want to be doing their drops out on the go. But yeah, pretty much like anything that happens. Even our little one, before he could call, was like CBD, and he would bring us like the bottle, like, give it to me here.
So let's go over all the products that you have available right now.
Okay, so we have 3 tinctures. Those are basically the ingestible oils. So there's 3 human lines. There's like a sleep, which basically when you take it, you wake up feeling really refreshed. There's a calming.
Is it better than melatonin?
Way better than melatonin because it's all natural.
Yeah, and
it's CBD.
All those tinctures, they're kind of soaked with other herbs that help promote sleep. So like chamomile, lavender, like all that stuff with the CBD. So it's not just CBD and some oil. So we have a herbalist who soaked it for months to get it ready. So those 3.
And that's actually what makes us a little different because we just don't use CBD. We add the natural herbs, which makes, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a power punch to it. So, and even with those herbs, like I said, with the sleep, when you wake up, you feel nice and refreshed. Even if you went to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to feel really good when you wake up. The daytime one that basically boosts your cognitive functioning, so you think clearly, it boosts your immune system, it gives you energy. We even have one for a pet line as well. And the pet line, she's got her friend, her dog, like, she had a video and the dog picked it up and brought it to her.
Yeah, he brought it to her, like, she would have little get-togethers and he would be running and leaving, and now he's chilling with us, hanging out. So even for your pets, your dogs, cats, all your animals. And then we got our 2 gummies. We got a daytime and nighttime.
In the nighttime, it's CBN. So they have CBD, but CBN is just a different part of the plant. But this one specializes in just relaxing you, calming you down, helping you sleep better. So
instead of melatonin. Because we thought about using the CBD and melatonin together, but we really wanted to stick with that cannabinoid spectrum. So we use CBN instead of melatonin in the gummy, the sleep gummy.
Why vegan-based?
Well, really, like, the way you grow your plants, you really want it to be as safe and effective as possible.
Especially think about pesticides and things like that. And plus, I mean, just the vibe out here in Atlanta, and we want the healthier side of things. You know, we want to steer clear of everything else that they say that's you know that people are putting in food. We basically want to make it safe and healthy. Yeah.
So we wanted it to be the best possible. And then the topical, we got a Reiki specialist, herbalist. He hooked it up. Like, I don't know what it is, but it worked different than the other topicals. That's really what the people in the mall would want. They'd be like, put it on my knee. They would literally come in the store, pull their pants down or up, be like, put it on. Them topicals are great.
Is Hempoholic the only thing you both are doing? Like, is this your thing?
No, she's a VP and CMO of a
healthcare insurance company.
Like excellence here. We got.
Yeah. And I see juvenile detention kids. That's my little passion. My little kids in jail. They're terrible and great at the same time.
To figure out how to license Hempoholic to all the judicial system so we can get it in there in the juvenile hall.
Great idea.
Okay.
That is a great idea.
Okay. You got to tell your Congress people. They don't.
No, I used to work in my previous life before I started spilling tea. I was I worked in juvenile detention for.
I heard. I know. I see you on Wendy.
Yeah, we see you.
Yes,
we do like Wendy.
Those kids need all the CBD they can get. Okay.
Yeah.
Where can they find you and all your products and get more familiar with your brand? And then, of course, I'm going to ask you to send me some.
Okay.
We definitely going
to we're going to send you whatever you want. You let us know. But we have IG and Facebook, Hempoholic CBD. So that's, show them, Hempoholic. And then our website is hempoholicCBD.com. Yeah. And then, of course, I'm Ayo Gathing, MD. He's, what is J-Gath?
J-Gath or Mr. Hempoholic. That's what I like to go by.
Oh, Lord. We trying to make that stick. We trying to make that stick.
Mr. or Mrs. Hempoholic. I like that.
But see, I got a Lambo for my birthday, so I'm going to put that on a little sticker on the side of it. So we've got a little...
The Hempoholic. Okay.
That's Dr. Hempoholic to you. No.
Right. No, you earned that. You earned that. Okay, well, listen, I want to get some of the products. I want to try them. I didn't do melatonin. What was I taking it? Oh, I was doing magnesium.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Okay.
But magnesium is cool, but it still didn't have the effect of the CBD that I use having.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I could do a couple drops here and there throughout the day.
Yeah.
Right.
I would love to try it myself.
Oh, we're going to send you. We're going to send you.
We'll have you a pack in the mail.
Yeah, we're going to put your little care package. You know how to get in touch with us. Hook it up. Send us your address. We won't stop by. We won't stalk you.
Definitely. Well, listen, everybody check out, follow them on the gram and make sure that you support it. I love to see Black businesses thriving. I recently did an interview on the Breakfast Club where I talked about somebody trying to end my Black business. So I made sure to keep space for people who are doing their thing, whether they're on the come up or ultra successful, so we can all keep telling our people how to circulate that Black dollar in our Black businesses.
I appreciate it.
So I'm talking about bring us those dollars, circulate them this way.
Stay by the Dr. Hempoholic and Lambo Hempoholic.
Oh, don't start that. He might catch that one.
Listen, I won't be surprised if I see a Hempoholic video with that Lambo all over social media.
You know he trying to talk about should I wrap it green, hemp green. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, stay on brand. Trust me. If I had one, it'd be Hollywood Unlocked Blue.
Oh no,
Okay.
both of y'all
Okay.
no.
Well,
But we
nice
just appreciate you having us. This has been so fun. I didn't even feel like we was talking business.
No, I know. Listen, I love it, and I hope that more people of color, like, especially as I start talking about like gut health and just taking better care of ourselves.
Yes.
Research and look into CBD because it really is a benefit if you want to try more natural stuff.
Yep.
And it works.
It works for prevention of illness, to help you with anxiety, stress, pain,
sleep.
Yeah, all of the things.
Everything.
Well, good. Well, listen, check them out, Hempoholics, and I'm here waiting on my care package.
We got you.
Safe travels, by the way. Safe travels.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.